In the peaceful village of Yamori, life was simple, until one night, the stars brought a challenge unlike any other. Hoshi, Mei, and Kenta must protect their village from the dark sorcerer Ryuga. Will they succeed? Stay tuned to find out. Hoshi and the Star Stone. The calm before the storm. In the tranquil village of Yamori, life was simple, peaceful, and joyful. Nestled between towering mountains and surrounded by forests thick with ancient trees, Yamori seemed untouched by the troubles of the outside world. Every morning, the villagers rose to the chirping of birds and the soft rustle of leaves. Children played in the rice paddies, the elderly shared stories under the shade of cherry blossom trees, and farmers tilled the fertile soil under a gentle sun. 12-year-old Hoshi was unlike most of the other children. While they were content to live simple lives, Hoshi dreamed of something more, of adventure, of becoming a hero whose name would be remembered for generations. He often stood on the edge of the village, gazing at the distant mountains, imagining himself wielding a mighty sword and defending his home from unseen enemies. Hoshi, stop staring at the sky and help me with these herbs, called Mei, his best friend. Mei was a practical girl with sharp eyes and a sharper tongue, always ready to remind Hoshi of his responsibilities. Despite her seriousness, she had a kind heart and was fiercely protective of her friends. Coming. Hoshi grinned, dashing over to help her carry a basket filled with fragrant herbs. But one day, Mei, I'll be a great warrior, and you'll tell stories about me. You're already a great storyteller, Mei teased. But stories won't help you lift this basket. Their friend Kenta, a tall and muscular boy with an endless supply of energy, joined them, balancing a large bundle of firewood on his shoulder. Talking about being heroes again? Count me in. I'll be the strongest one. The trio laughed as they made their way back to the village, unaware that the peaceful world they knew was about to change forever. The night of the falling star. That night, the sky over Yamori was clearer than ever, the stars twinkling like jewels scattered across velvet. The villagers gathered to share stories under the open sky. Hoshi, Mei, and Kenta sat near the village elder, who spoke of ancient legends, of brave guardians who protected the world from dark forces, and of mystical stones said to hold the power of the stars. Long ago, the elder said, his voice low and mysterious, a star fell from the heavens and granted our ancestors great wisdom. But beware, for where there is light, darkness follows. The children listened in awe, their imaginations ignited by the elder's words. Suddenly, a blinding streak of light cut through the sky, illuminating the mountains in a brilliant flash. Look! Kenta shouted, pointing upward. It's a shooting star. Mei gasped. But the star didn't fade. Instead, it grew brighter and brighter, hurtling toward the forest beyond the village until it crashed with a deafening boom. The ground trembled beneath their feet, and a shockwave rippled through the trees. What was that? Hoshi whispered, his heart racing. The elder's expression darkened. Something ancient has awakened. Stay in the village where it's safe. But curiosity tugged at Hoshi like a relentless force. We have to find out what it is, he said to Mei and Kenta. Are you crazy? Mei asked, her brow furrowed. It could be dangerous. Or important, Hoshi countered. What if it's something only we can handle? Kenta grinned. Adventure sounds good to me. Let's go. Reluctantly, Mei sighed. Fine, but only because you'd get lost without me. The discovery of the Star Stone. The forest was thick with shadows as they made their way toward the crash site. The trees whispered secrets to the wind, and the air hummed with an energy that made the hairs on the back of Hoshi's neck stand up. Are we close? Kenta asked, his voice low. There. Mei pointed ahead to where a strange blue glow pulsed through the darkness. When they stepped into the clearing, they were awestruck by what they saw. In the center of a scorched circle sat a smooth, glowing stone about the size of a melon. Its surface shimmered like starlight, and ancient runes etched into it glowed with a soft, otherworldly blue. It's beautiful, Mei whispered. What is it? Kenta asked, wide-eyed. I don't know, Hoshi admitted. But it feels alive. Without thinking, Hoshi reached out and touched the stone. A burst of energy surged through him, and for a moment, the world faded away. He saw visions of distant galaxies, heard whispers of ancient knowledge, and felt a presence, something vast and powerful. Guardian of the Star Stone, a voice echoed in his mind. Protect its power from the darkness. Hoshi gasped and pulled his hand back, breathing heavily. Did you hear that? Hear what? Mei asked, concerned. The stone, it spoke to me, Hoshi said. It said we have to protect it. Before they could process what had just happened, the shadows around them darkened, and a cold wind swept through the clearing. A figure emerged from the darkness, a man clad in dark robes, his eyes glowing red with malice. He carried a staff that crackled with black lightning. Well, he sneered. It seems I've found the Star Stone. Hand it over, children. Who are you? Kenta demanded, stepping in front of Mei. I am Ryuga, the man said, his voice dripping with menace. And that stone belongs to me. The chase begins. Run! Hoshi shouted, clutching the star stone. The forest blurred as they dashed through the trees, Ryuga's dark magic striking dangerously close behind them. The ground shook with every blast, and the once familiar wood seemed like a maze of shadows and fear. We can't outrun him forever. Mei called over the chaos. There's a cave ahead. Hoshi pointed. We can hide. They slipped through the narrow entrance just as Ryuga's shadow loomed closer. The star stone flared, creating a barrier of light that blocked Ryuga's path. You can't hide forever. Ryuga snarled before retreating into the shadows. Training for battle. Back in the village, the elder listened intently as Hoshi recounted what had happened. The star stone is a relic of immense power, the elder explained. It chooses a guardian to protect it from those who seek to use it for evil. But I'm just a kid, Hoshi protested. Even the greatest heroes start somewhere, the elder said. You, Mei, and Kenta must learn to harness your strengths together. Under the elder's guidance, the trio trained tirelessly. Hoshi practiced focusing his courage to unlock the star stone's energy. Mei sharpened her strategic mind, devising plans and countermeasures. Kenta built his strength, determined to protect his friends at any cost. The final battle. On a stormy night, Ryuga launched his attack on Yamori. The sky turned black, lightning crackled, and the villagers cowered in fear. Hoshi, Mei, and Kenta stood at the village gate, ready to defend their home. Give me the star stone, Ryuga demanded. Never. Hoshi shouted, the star stone glowing fiercely in his hand. Dark energy swirled as Ryuga unleashed his power. Mei shouted commands, Kenta blocked attacks, and Hoshi channeled the stone's energy. You'll never defeat us, Hoshi declared. Together, they created a shield of light that repelled Ryuga's magic. Weakened by their united strength, Ryuga retreated into the darkness, vowing revenge. A new beginning. Peace returned to Yamori, and the star stone rose to the heavens, its task complete. The villagers celebrated their young heroes, who had proven that courage and friendship could conquer any darkness. You really became a hero, Mei teased.